Um, no one. So we were waiting for me to be able to contact the complaining witnesses to see if they were going to sign in or they were going to be here present in person, and I received a negative answer.
So we're ready on that case.
Yes.
And then Miss Bailey, I have Mr. Baptiste, who waived MIDC attorney. So if you could talk to him this morning.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. But we'll do the one that's ready first.
Okay.
People versus Marsha Black.
Royce Nunley appearing on behalf of the defendant. Your Honor, it's my understanding it's a date and time scheduled for final pretrial. It's also my understanding that the victim has failed to appear. So at this time, we would be motioning for a dismissal.
Motion to dismiss granted. Mr. Black, you're all set. Okay, I dismissed it. Where is he at? Oh, I see him down at the bottom. You're all set. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank you.
And then on Lardon, did we let everybody go? I'm sorry. I was trying to live stream and it started feedback playing some YouTube video and I couldn't get it to stop. So it was at a wacky moment. Did we already let Mr. Lardon go?
Yes.
Okay, good. So the adjourn date is May the 25th, next Wednesday at 9:45.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Bailey, could you meet me in your meeting room, please? I guess it would be APA's second meeting room.
Mr. Devine, I see your attorney logging in right now. Mr. Tuttles, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Good. I'm hoping, did you already talk to your client?
No, I haven't talked to him yet, but we got discovery, so we just setting it for a PC. We setting it for an in-person exam.
Okay, let me get the judge 1 minute.
Okay, because I'm in person. It's supposed to start at 9
Yep, we're
o'clock.
doing it right this second.
What's the client's name, Mr. Tuttles?
Mr. Devine.
Thank you.
People versus Damian Devine. Same thing, Miss Gillis. If we're going to set this for an exam, I could do it as soon as next week, Mr. Tuttles, Miss Gillis. I see that it's a fleeing, so I would imagine that it's only police officers.
Right, and paper and video has already been sent. It's Detective Long. I'm sure we can do it next week if you want.
Mr. Tuttles, I can do this next week at noon if you want to.
Okay, what day next week?
It's the 25th, Wednesday.
25th. What time?
At 12 o'clock.
Okay, I should be able to do that.
Okay, then Mr. Devine, we're gonna have you brought in next week at noon and we'll do the exam then, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, officer, you can let the jail know we're all set. Thank you. And Mr. Tuttles will be in touch with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. All the best to you and your staff.
Yeah, you too. Mr. Devine, I'll see you next week.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Bailey, can you talk to Mr. Baptiste? Do you know how to move him or do you want me to move him?
I got him. It just took me a second
Okay.
to find him.
That's fine.
Judge and Michelle, we're ready on Mr. Seal.
I did. People versus, let me pull his file. Hang on just 1 second. D'Angelo Seal.
Morning, Your Honor. Daniel Bater on behalf of D'Angelo Seal.
Is this a felony or misdemeanor?
It's a misdemeanor. You're not on it. What are we doing with Mr. Seal's case, Mr. Batar?
Your Honor, I've talked to the prosecutor. They've authorized a plea to allowing an unlicensed person to drive.
Do you understand by pleading guilty to allowing an unlicensed person to drive that you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form, and you're going to plead guilty to this added count, Mr. Seal?
Yes,
And is it true that on or about September the 8th of 2020, you were in, I have the city, hang on, it says Michigan State Police, looks like you were in the city of Belleville, Van Buren Township, and that you allowed an unlicensed driver to drive a vehicle that you were in?
yes,
Do you understand this plea?
yes,
I'll accept the plea. It's a $300 ticket. The state adds $145. And it looks like there's $145 in bench warrants and late fees on the file for a total of $590. Michelle, do we have Maria for payments? I have that you were supposed to start a payment plan a couple weeks ago. Did you do that?
no, I went online, then I had some other issues and I got on there. And I talked to somebody, they said they sent me an email, there's another warrant out. That's what I was talking to him about. But I
Yeah,
do
Michelle?
have some money to put down today.
Okay, you can, are you gonna come live and put it down?
Can I do it with a card right now?
Not with me right now. You can go online and do it, or you can come in live and do it, okay? Yeah, I don't take credit cards.
Okay,
But if you can get over to the court, or you can do it online, okay?
I'm gonna try,
So
I'm actually
I'm gonna
at work
make it-
now. I'll see if they let me leave to do it, but if
What
not, I'll
I'm-
do it online.
Here, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna write collections within 5 days on your file. So just within the next 5 days, either come in or do it online, okay?
So do I have to pay the whole thing in 5 days?
Well, if you know, if you can, but if you can't, then start a payment agreement with the total that you owe us, okay?
Okay, I want to put 300 on it.
Okay, that'll work. All right, make sure that you either show up live or do it online within the next 5 days, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you're all set for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else ready right now?
No. Miss Nelson, good morning. Your client Kennedy is here.
Ready on Gregory.
Can I get a breakout room with Mr. Kennedy, please?
You can.
Thank you.
You can rejoin the one you were in before and I'll put him in there.
Okay.
Your Honor, this is Attorney Susan Dunn. I have Mr. Edgar. He's not here. I've been here for a while. I don't have any explanation for his absence. I was going to see if I could get an adjournment for him. Actually, he's had a bunch of activity, and I don't know that he knew about today's court date.
We can adjourn it. Let's see.
And he just got out yesterday. and
Yep,
just
I know
put
they
his
released
phone
him. They told me
on.
this morning. I
Okay.
can move it 1 week or two. Let's probably Tuesday, probably to June 1st. So then we have time to notice him.
It'd be fine. Thank you, Your Honor. And I have his girlfriend's email. I'll let her know as well.
Okay, June 1st at 8:45.
Yeah,
Thank you
actually,
so much.
counsel, when on the June 1st date, because he hasn't been arraigned yet, so I'll make a notation in the file on that too, okay?
Awesome. Thank you
That's
so
gonna be
much.
in front of
You're
Judge
welcome.
Martin.
Okay, I'll make a note on my file. Thank you so much, Your Honor. And Ms. Gillis.
8:45.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Are you ready on Kennedy?
Yes.
I just probably need to pull him back. Maybe he didn't get out. What are we doing on an exam?
We will be requesting an in-person exam, but we need additional discovery stuff.
So then you'll get an adjourned PCC. Hold on. I can do May 25th or June 1st again.
The 25th is fine. I do have some questions for the prosecutor about some of the things that I will be meeting.
Do you want to go in her breakout room before we do that
That would be great.
and talk to her, Jane? Jane, go in your meeting room and I'll put Sophia in there. Either. Attorney Martell,
Mr. Martell, are you ready on Gregory?
I am, Judge. Thank you.
People versus Shantez Gregory. What are we doing on this?
For the record, Judge, good morning and good morning to your staff. Edward Martell, P8051 on behalf of Shantez Gregory. Mr. Gregory is not present at the Walter Reuther facility. I would ask to waive his presence as he was there on a competency hold, Judge. In brief, some time ago, he was ruled incompetent by this court. He was sent to the Walter Reuther facility. At the same time, which I requested a competency bail, I also requested a criminal responsibility bail. I'm not sure why that wasn't ordered. However, there was a recent competency report which ruled him now competent, and I spoke with the family in depth. His guardian was in this courtroom via Zoom just a minute ago.
I saw her this morning. Yeah, I don't know where she went, but she was here.
So, in speaking with them, we are stipulating to the competency report, Judge. So at this time, if the court is inclined, we can set this for an in-person. But I think what would be the more apt thing to do would to order a criminal responsibility evaluation, and based on his initial competency report, which ruled him incompetent.
No, I understand. I don't know why they didn't do both.
Exactly.
Heather, you're on here. Any comments to that? I think we would have referred it for both.
Does it say in the blue sheet that if he was done for both? Or that it was requested?
You know what? She just wrote send for competency.
Okay, then no, criminal response wouldn't have been ordered unless they specifically wrote it.
No. I get that. Okay. All right. But no, Mr. Martell, it's fine. I completely agree with you. So I'll do that.
Thank you, Judge.
So I'm going to send this for criminal responsibility. I can't give you a date.
That's fine, Judge. I do have a couple other subsidiary issues. Number one, would the court consider allowing him released on bond since he has been ruled competent, and we're just pending a criminal responsibility bail? I've spoken with his family, and his sister Tashana has availed herself to allow Mr. Gregory to reside with her at 15689 Isabel in the city of Romulus and not within close proximity of the complainant.
Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it down for a criminal responsibility referral. With that being said, Mr. Martell, I'm also going to refer it to pretrial services. What I will do is, Heather or Michelle, when pretrial services sends the report over, you'll be immediately contacted. And if there's a recommendation that varies from the bond, then we'll set an immediate hearing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the criminal responsibility could take, I'm not really sure. And so if they get
take up to 2 months.
Exactly. So if they get the pretrial services report back in the next week or two, we'll contact you immediately and the prosecutor, and we'll work it in so that we can get him on, okay, and do it.
Very good. And the interim time is, do you know if he's gonna be remaining at the Walter Reuther, or do you believe he's gonna go back to the Wayne County Jail?
I think that question's above my pay grade. I have no
I was
idea.
informed that he would
There,
be
she
transferred.
knows. There you go. Heather apparently has better information than I do.
I
Go
was
ahead,
informed
Heather.
he would be transferred. It just hasn't happened yet.
Okay, very good. And Judge, I have one additional request. He has a related case.
I see that. I was just going to raise that. Is that related out of the same date?
It is from the week prior, maybe 3 days prior.
Let me pull that. It's a misdemeanor and it's on my docket also. It's from a week prior.
Yeah, I think about 3 days prior.
Actually, I don't have it on this. It must be, it's a local Romulus case. That's why. It's on my docket tomorrow. Actually,
Yes.
I will pull that also and we'll tag it somehow and adjourn it out.
Okay, excellent. So no need to appear tomorrow.
There's no need to appear tomorrow. Michelle, will you write that down and I'll remember.
Yep, I got it.
And then
you, Judge.
we'll get in touch with you on both. We'll track both of the cases together.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you very much.
And maybe I'll even track it and if it's possible, I may even keep it so that I can track the misdemeanor with it. But we'll, for the moment, we'll go from here, but I'll do the pretrial services referral right now.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
What's
you're
the
welcome.
next date?
We don't have a next date because it should have been sent for criminal responsibility and it wasn't. It was just sent for competency. And so we've got to do that now. And he's got a pretrial that it's a local misdemeanor that I'm going to tag. So I told Mr. Martell, I apologize, Ms. Gillis, you weren't on when I started this, but the fact of the matter is if pretrial services, because the criminal responsibility is going to take a minute. So if the pretrial services comes back in the next week or two, I'm going to have Michelle or Heather or somebody reach out to Mr. Martell and to you, and we can do a bond hearing on that pretrial services recommendations now that he's coming back competent. And he's got a sister that he can live with, but we'll have a conversation about that when the pretrial services report comes back.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Gillis, do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. I guess my order, I didn't get a second order. My last order says he's not competent, so.
No, we got a new one. It's in the file. It's dated April 25th. It's in the file if you want to take a look at it. And he stepped to the competency finding, but we're going to send it back out for criminal responsibility.
Okay.
And can you meet Mr. Mays in your meeting room?
All right.
please?
Thanks, Mr. Martell. Have a great day.
Thank you, Judge. Pleasure as always.
Judge and Michelle, we're ready on Jerry Bigham.
People versus Jerry Bigham.
Daniel Bater on behalf of Mr. Bigham, Your Honor. Your Honor, today's set for a pre-trial. This is my first contact with Mr. Bigham. I need discovery. I've talked to APA Bailey. She indicated she will find the file and send the discovery to me. We're asking for a pre-trial at a later date.
Michelle, do you have a date?
Sorry, I was muted. May 25th or June 1st?
What time on June 1st?
10:30 or 10:45?
That's not good for me. Well, I have the state
Or I
docket
can
on
go,
the 25th.
or I can go, okay, go ahead.
I'm here on the 25th for the, I have your state docket, so we could do it that day. Miss Bailey, do you think that'll be enough time to get me discovery?
I do believe so. I will also personally be here myself next week for that date. So we'll have continuity for prosecutors.
Let's do the 25th then.
9:30 on May 25th.
Sounds good.
Do you understand, Mr. Bingham?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'll see you next week
At what time was that?
at 9:30.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Bigham, I'll give you a
Yeah.
call when I get the discovery, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, take care.
Anything else ready right now?
I think we can go for it on Kennedy.
People versus Michael Kennedy.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
Sophia Nelson of the Neighborhood Defender Services on behalf of Mr. Kennedy.
Was this was an adjourned PCC, is that correct?
I think this is the first time up.
No, I think that that there was actually a minimal conversation before you went into a breakout room, that there was some discovery needed, so we needed to adjourn it. I thought we agreed on May 25th. 1 week? No?
No.
Okay. Michelle, am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Okay. I want to make sure that I'm right. Ms. Gillis, you weren't here, but Ms.
wasn't
Nelson
here,
was.
so-
That's okay. And then
But we might need to change that. The issue is that Ms. Nelson would like medical records.
That's fine. That's fine. So you need more than 1 week.
Oh, it takes like 6 weeks sometimes to get those.
I was just making a comment that you need more than one. I wasn't making a judgment on how many you need. All right, so you think it's gonna take 6 weeks?
I've had that happen on a number of occasions.
Your Honor, I would be happy to set it for the 25th and in interim have a conversation with my client about whether or not we want the medical records before the exam.
Okay, that's fair enough. Michelle, what was the time on the 25th?
At 10 a.m.
All right, so we'll adjourn it 1 week, have a conversation with your client, and then we'll go. You have everything else besides the medical records?
No, Ms. Gillis is going to check to see if there's any body cam footage
Okay.
and photos and get those to me.
Perfect. All right, see you next week.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. You're set to go. I'll see you on Friday.
Good morning, Miss Anderson.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm well, thank you.
I see your clients here. Do you need to speak with them or the prosecutor?
I don't, I think with actually anybody. I reached out to the prosecutors and Mr. Hudson yesterday.
Great. Are we ready?
All
Are we
right,
setting?
who's your, Hudson Chisholm, got it. I think so. Are we talking about Mr. Hudson?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you're also on,
I have three with
Fiesel.
me today. I have Fiesel and Diggs as well.
I got it. But let's do Mr. Hudson. People versus Hezekiah Hudson.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And good morning, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Lauren Anderson, P85191 on behalf of Mr. Hudson, who is present on Zoom.
And Heather, I don't understand these little sticky notes on this file.
What does it?
It says bond on record needs to be reduced to 9,000, 10%.
Because that's all he posted. Bond originally right now is at 10,010. The police
Okay.
department took $900. Thank you.
All right, I'll do that first. What are we doing on this case?
Your Honor, I reached out to the prosecutors yesterday. They have given me almost everything. They've given me body camera and paper discovery. We're waiting on dash cam and it's a fleeing and eluding. It looks like there should be some based on my examination of the discovery.
Do you want me to put this next week also? Or no, I apologize. You weren't on that other case. How much time do you need? 1 week, 2 weeks?
That is totally up to Ms. Gillis, Judge. I'm flexible.
Well, I'm back here on the first. I'd rather have it on the first because it's Belleville and they're a little slower.
That's fine.
All right, we'll do it on, I gotta look at these other cases to make sure I get everything on this. We'll adjourn this 2 weeks to June the 1st. Michelle, what time?
Sorry, at 9:15.
And that's with Judge Martin, Mr. Hudson. I've got a warrant on a malicious destruction of property case. That is a Van Buren case. Do we have, can you make sure, Ms. Anderson, that you text my secretary to make sure we have the correct contact information?
Yes.
Or chat my secretary, so chat, or do you want her to do Heather? Okay, never mind. Heather's already talked to him. So we're gonna reset, Heather, I'm gonna just make a notation to reset the pretrial on the Van Buren case. And so Mr. Hudson, they'll send you a notice and then that looks like the case ending 8-8, which is a reckless gun charge.
I believe I'm appointed to represent him.
Oh,
on that.
you are on that one. Okay. Because I'm confused because it doesn't say, it's not set for today.
I have a notice of notice to appear that says it's set
It's
today.
really weird because yeah, somehow it was not, it didn't generate. I see it on the white arrow. It's not written on the blue ROA, but okay. All right. What now, Mr. Nunley, do you need to talk to him on that part of it?
I'm a little confused because I thought that this misdemeanor was running with the felony charge and that maybe there was, I was just kind of on hold to see if there's going to be a global resolution to the felony.
Oh, okay. Okay. No. That's totally fine. Well, then I'm going to adjourn it. And maybe that's why it was only written on one file, because I see it's a separate incident. But if you want to tag team along, Mr. Nunley, with Miss Anderson's cat.
Sorry.
Sure.
And so I'll put it on the June, I'll tag this and put it, Mr. Nunley, on the same date, on the June 1st at 9:15. Okay?
Got it.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Hudson, you got that?
Yes, ma'am. And that was with the judge.
What was that?
What judge was that with?
Oh, that's Judge Martin.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. All right, you're all set. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You see, Mr.
You as well.
Anything else ready right now? No.
Bailey, could I have a breakout room with you real quick? I have one more that I missed.
With me?
Yes, please.
Yep, no problem. I think you might still be able to join that meeting room again.
Let's see.
Are we ready on Mr. Baptiste?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, we are.
Got it. Good morning again. People versus Hazel Baptiste. Miss Bailey, did you talk to Mr. Baptiste?
I did, Your Honor, and per discussions with Mr. Baptiste, we would like to set it for a formal hearing.
It's not a civil infraction. They're misdemeanors, so it can't be set for a formal hearing.
Then let's set it for a final pretrial with notices to go to the
Officers to appear, final pretrial
Yes.
officers to
Yes, ma'am.
appear. Perfect, I'll do that. Michelle, do you have a date? Do you need a couple weeks?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Baptiste,
Yes.
for purposes of arraignment today, I'm gonna enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'll set this matter for a final pretrial, officers to appear.
June 1st at 10:30.
And that's with Judge Martin.
Okay, do I gotta use a different ID, a courtroom ID?
It is a different courtroom ID. Do you want me to give it to you right now?
I will mail it to him.
Oh, okay. You'll get it in the mail, Mr. Baptiste.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're all set for today.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Anderson, are we ready on Mr. Diggs?
We are.
What are we doing?
We need an adjourned PCC. They've sent me
Okay, I can take care of that.
Cool, thank you.
Do you want May 25th or June 1st? Is it discovery issue?
It is. It's some surveillance. I let the prosecutors know yesterday.
Jane, do we need June 1st?
I need to find the file first. Hicks,
No, Diggs.
Diggs?
Yes.
Correct.
Oh. Oh. Usually, I found it, I get it. So you've gotten all the discovery, correct?
I have almost everything. It says that there should be some surveillance.
Can I just interject? Because there's a co-defendant on this, Terrence Brown, correct?
There
Correct.
should be.
Brian Brown is representing
Or-
them.
Yeah, and so we want to keep these cases together, don't we?
Yes.
Mr. Brown hasn't appeared yet, but it's not set. Oh, it's set right. It's set right now at 9:30. I'm just raising that we need to keep them together. So whatever, if you guys decide on a date,
I'm not
hopefully-
sure, okay. Miss Anderson, what is it that you still need?
Some surveillance. The police report indicates that they watched it and took it into evidence. Everything else you got to me though. Thank you.
Ms. Gillis, discovery on Copeland, is it just paper?
I'm gonna call the OIC.
Okay, I think it's just paper, but
Yeah, people don't usually steal cars in front of videos.
if I have everything, then I'm ready to set that for an exam.
Mr. Bowditch, good morning. Are you here for Mr. Batar?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Are you
Morning,
leaving us
Jeff.
now? Are
I'm
you
just,
leaving us now?
I'm just waiting in a waiting room for Wayne County. So when I have to go, I'll let you know, Jeff. Okay?
I'll be here.
Thank you.
McGee.
Who had Copeland? That's correct. There is no video on Copeland.
and I'm gonna set it, then I'm gonna go ahead and set it for an exam. Is the defendant here?
He's about to log in, Your Honor.
Okay.
I think it was set for 9:45.
Well, let's pick a date anyway.
Okay.
Is this police officers only, Miss, or no, you've got your lay witness because it's a stolen vehicle?
Really, I can use a hearsay statement.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if it's okay with the prosecution, Miss Nelson, I could do it next Wednesday at 12:30.
I mean, I think the lay witness has to be there for corpus delicti reasons, so I don't.
For an exam, not so much.
No, not that. It's 1101.
Yeah.
B6, I think.
Yeah, just for purposes of possession or
Exam
identification.
purposes only.
No, I understand the possession purposes, but that he didn't give permission for someone else to use his vehicle.
Yeah, that's what this court rule says.
That's what the
Rule
court
evidence.
rule says.
All right, so 12:30 on the 25th?
Yep. Does that work for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then we'll do it then. There's your client right now. And then I'll go ahead and call it. Mr. Copeland, can you hear me?
Yes.
People versus Davian Copeland. We're setting this matter for a live exam next Wednesday on May the 25th at 12:30. So Mr. Copeland, you're gonna have to come over to the court live next week, okay?
Okay.
And your attorney, Ms. Nelson, is on and she'll be in touch with you,
All right.
okay? You're all set for today. See, that was the quickest thing you ever did today, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you next week live.
You too.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. We're still waiting for Attorney Brown and then we'll do the co-defendants.
Mr. Cooper, did you speak with Mr. Nunley this morning?
Who's Mr. Nunley?
Your attorney.
No, I thought it was Royce.
That is his name, Royce Nunley.
Oh, okay. I didn't know his first name.
No,
I did
that's
not.
okay. I'm going to put you in with him, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, my friends have heard the same thing.
Okay, hello?
Miss Owen, you're supposed to be in that breakout room that I put you in.
No, my name is Miss Salters. They got me underneath my wife's stuff. This her zone.
Okay,
This
what's
her
your
phone.
name? Okay, I'm going to put you back in though, and they'll rename you and get all your information, okay?
Okay,
Hey,
my name's
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Miss Salters, I'm standing in on behalf of Attorney Allison Fulmer.
Okay.
I'm
Hey, how
handling
you
your case
doing?
this afternoon, okay? So just mute your device and everybody can hear you now. So just wait for.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, counsel, Mr. Cobb, are we ready on that case?
I believe we have some discovery issues and Attorney Fomar wanted me to request
Another PCC?
Another PCC. Can I speak to the APA quickly in the breakout room?
Sure. Jane?
Okay.
I'm gonna put Mr. Cobb in your breakout room, okay?
Awesome.
Well, I'm gonna put him in your waiting room because Mr. Mays is in your meeting room.
Uh-oh, Mr. Mays, get out.
Here, I'll put him, I can put him in the other one. Do you know how to join in the waiting room?
Me? Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Can I just make a copy of this?
Yeah, they'll let you.
No, I meant on my phone.
Oh, let's see.
We're gonna hold on this and see if they show up.
Right here. But they're gonna ask you if you got all your discovery and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
These attorneys, they don't.
Jane.
Yes.
Mute.
Sorry.
Mute.
It didn't let me go in. Maybe I'll.
Click join.
Good morning.
Good morning. We took care of Mr. Gregory's case this morning.
Oh, great. Okay. Was he found competent to stand trial?
We are hold on a second.
Okay.
Good morning. This is Judge Green. When we did Mr. Gregory's case, his attorney noted that it had been sent for competency, but not for criminal responsibility. So he requested it to be sent out with an order for criminal, for a determination of criminal responsibility. I'm also
Okay.
sending it to pretrial services to have a conversation with him about the bond. And so it doesn't have another date, but as soon as we get the report from pretrial services, I'll set a hearing. And then when we get the criminal responsibility, I'll set that also. Okay.
Okay, so he'll just remain here until all that stuff is taken care of?
Well, you know, Heather, you're on here. You thought that he was going to be
Who are we talking about, Judge? Sorry.
Mr. Gregory.
Yes.
Well, Walter Ruther's on.
Oh, okay.
So they're asking about him staying there. I thought you had information that they were going to transfer him.
When I talked to Forensic Center, they said that he would be transferred back once he's found competent.
Yeah, so did you guys go on the record and make him competent today?
We did. We stipulated
Okay.
to the competency finding, but we're gonna
Okay,
send
great.
it for criminal responsibility. I don't know if that brings him back to you for that or not.
No. So what'll happen now is that we'll contact the jail who brought him
Okay.
here, and he'll go back there to await
Okay.
the criminal responsibility and everything.
Okay, perfect. All right,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Oh, you know what, Judge, we will need to find it in order on competency, though, deeming him competent to stand trial.
Okay, I'll sign an order on the stipulation.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Huh? Bye-bye.
Jeff, go ahead and take over for me, please.
Dan, well, never mind.
Mr. Cobb, are we ready in your case?
We're ready, Your Honor.
The clerk, wait.
Bring my motion to the judge, man.
And that's on
This
Salters.
is me from bringing my phone into the courtroom.
We're just giving an adjourned PCC, correct?
Correct.
On Sadie Salters.
My name is Sade.
Oh, I apologize.
That's okay.
How many weeks do you need, counsel?
Your Honor, Attorney Fulmar was wondering if you will order psychological evaluation through the Forensic Center. And there are some discovery issues as far as the video. There's audio, but no actual video to go with the audio. And some of the files she's saying won't even open. So APA Gillis is saying that she's gonna review or they're reviewing the
Do you want me to send it for competency and criminal responsibility?
please, Your Honor.
And Heather, do you need to make sure, do you get all her contact information right so that they can get a hold of her?
She spoke to Heather already.
Okay. Then Ms. Salters, there's gonna be,
Yes, ma'am.
they're gonna contact you and have you come in to talk to them. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, and so you need to make sure that you do that, because I'm not gonna give another date, because that may take a while. I don't know how long. Heather, do you know what the status is for out of custodies?
She's in a room.
Okay. And yeah, Mr. Cobb, I have no idea how long they're taking on out of custodies.
Okay, so we just mail out a notice or should
They mail
attorney-
out a notice, yep.
Okay, you mean as far as the next date after she has her interview?
What, they'll contact her for an interview, then they'll send us a report, then we'll contact you and counsel of
Fulmar.
record and set it for a hearing to stipulate to the findings or whatever, whatever it ends up being.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Rhonda.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, you're all set for today, Ms. Salters, but you are gonna get something in the mail to go over, to be interviewed and stuff, and you gotta go over and do that, okay?
Yes.
Okay, all right, you're
right,
all
thank
set.
you.
You're all set
Have a
for
nice
today.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank
Mr.
you, my
Nunley?
lawyer. I'll see you guys later.
Mhm. I was wondering if I could get another breakout room with Mr. Cooper.
What was your question, Ms. Salters?
No, I was telling you guys, thank you. Have a good day. Is
You
it
too.
okay for me to leave now?
It is okay for you to leave now. Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Miss Anderson, do you have any contact with Attorney Brown on the Brown case? Anybody reach out to him?
I don't. I can try to look it up.
Mr. Brown, have you had contact with your attorney?
Voices, but you
I
can't
have not.
see.
Okay, all right, because we're just waiting on him to do the case. We may end up going ahead and doing an adjournment and giving him the date if he doesn't show up in a few minutes, okay?
I haven't talked to him since the last court date, so.
Okay, well, we're trying to get him on.
Okay.
And good morning. Is that Lionel Vincent that joined us? Is that you,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Vincent? Okay.
Yes,
We're
ma'am.
just waiting on your attorney, okay?
Okay, no problem.
Come over here.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Mr. Brown is with us now.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I was in Judge Oakley's courtroom.
You're fine, Mr. Brown. We do have, and I was only concerned, I also have Mr. Diggs because there's co-defendants in this case and Ms. Anderson was asking for an adjournment for purposes of some discovery and stuff. And I wanted to keep these cases together. So I wanted to make sure that I had everybody on.
Absolutely.
People versus Terrence Brown and people versus, is it Jeroy Diggs? Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is it discovery? What's missing still?
Surveillance video. It says that it should exist in the report. The police viewed it and took it into evidence.
Okay, but Ms. Gillis, how much time do you need? 1 week, 2 weeks? More? 2 weeks? Is June the 1st good with everybody?
That's fine.
Mr. Brown?
I have a question. Am I gonna be able to see the video and actually?
I'm gonna, Mr. Brown, the Terrence Brown, hold on, I'll put you in a
Oh, okay.
breakout room in a minute with your attorney, who's also named Brown. I apologize. So when I'm speaking, I'm technically not speaking to you, but Attorney Brown, is the June 1st date good with you?
I have 4 Zoom hearings this morning. If we could do maybe 10 o'clock, maybe that'd be.
Michelle, what time do you have for an adjourned PCC? On the 1st, late in the morning. We can do it at 10:45, Mr. Brown, does that work?
Yes, Your Honor, that's good.
Ms. Anderson, is that good for you?
That works.
Mr. Diggs, do you understand that? You're gonna join with Judge Martin on June the 1st at 10:45. Do you understand?
Yes.
Then Mr. Diggs, Ms. Anderson, do you need Mr. Diggs at all?
No, I've already spoken
Okay,
with.
Mr. Diggs, then you're free to go. Terrence Brown, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your
Correct.
attorney, Mr. Brown. All right,
Great.
Thank you.
and so where can I stick them, Michelle? Let's see. I'll put you in 11. And then after you go into the breakout room, you're free to leave.
Okay, thank you much.
You're welcome. Go ahead and hit join Terrence Brown and you'll meet your attorney in the breakout room.
I am back. Jeff?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for helping me out. I'm done with my other matters. I can take over. You look like Don Johnson from Miami Vice in Florida. You're looking pretty good there.
I missed something here about Florida. Who's going to Florida?
He's already there. That's why he's got that white sport coat on.
Oh, man. Do you have white shoes on too, Jeff? Because I'm going to be thoroughly embarrassed for you if you do.
And a white belt.
Oh, my God.
It's like a
Do you keep
beginner
those clothes
karate
down there at
class
your
over
house
there.
just so you can wear
Mr.
them?
Nunley, are we ready on one of your cases?
Hi, guys.
Yeah, I'm ready.
And
Jeff's got
Mr.
to go to
Cooper,
karate
correct?
class with his white belt.
Yes, ma'am.
People versus Donald Cooper.
Royce Nunley appearing on behalf of the defendant. Date and time scheduled for a final pretrial in this matter. It's an older case. We had set it for a jury trial, I think in April of 2021. But after speaking with my client, would prefer to schedule for a bench trial.
It's set for a final pretrial today. Is the victim here?
Yeah, the victim was here.
Live bench trial, Mr. Nunley?
Probably would be better.
It is, who's
Bryn.
doing,
Bryn needs to write the trial date.
yeah, where is she?
Hey,
Michelle, do you know where the? Mr. Nunley, I'm looking at, June the 22nd, 11:30.
June the 20th, yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, got me in the waiting room.
As soon as I get the
I can't find
prosecutor
her.
back.
I can't
Well,
find her.
As soon as we find her, that's fine.
Okay, sorry.
Mr. Mays, are we ready on, your client?
We are, Your Honor.
People versus Christopher McGee.
Jane Gillis on behalf of the people.
And William Mays on behalf of Mr. McGee. Mr. McGee, state your name, please. Mr. McGee? McGee?
Christopher McGee. Can you hear me?
Yep, turn your video on.
Can you hear me?
Yep, turn your video on.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
What are we doing with this case, Mr. Mays?
We're gonna
What are we
hold
doing
your
with this
honor.
case, Mr. Mays?
We're gonna hold, Your Honor.
Hello,
I have-
got me?
We've got you. I have an exam date. Mr. Mays. I have an exam date. Okay, Mr. McGee, I'm gonna mute you. Okay, Mr. McGee, I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, you can't watch it on YouTube and stream or whatever.
They haven't confirmed it. They're waiting.
Mr. Mays, I have a date of June the 22nd at 11:45 for an exam.
Let me take a quick look. June 22 in the afternoon, you said?
At 11:45, if you think that's the
11:45, that will
afternoon,
work.
sure.
You want to do that in person or?
I don't want to do it anyway. It's your choice. We can do it live or by Zoom. It's your choice.
Let's do it live.
Live exam, June the 22nd at 11:45.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Did you get that date, Ms. Gillis?
Yep, June 22nd, 11:45.
All right, Mr. Mays, Mr. McGee, you're all set. We'll see you
Thank you
on
very
that
much.
date. Mr. McGee, you have to come in live on that date. Do you understand? I muted you. Just nod your head. All right, you're all set for today. Thank you.
Thank you very
You're
much.
all set for today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Am I done for today, ma'am? Am I done for today?
No, Mr. Cooper, hold on. Miss Bailey's back.
Hold on.
Sorry to remove Mr. McGee. I couldn't handle the back. Miss Bailey, I'm gonna set Mr. Cooper's case for a bench trial on June the 22nd at 11:30 live. Does that work for you?
Yes, ma'am, that'll be fine.
At 11:30. All right, now, Mr. Cooper, you are set to go, and Mr. Nunley will be in contact with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You have a beautiful
You're
day.
welcome. Have a good day.
See you guys.
Is anything else ready?
Xavier, you're free to leave. You'll get notice of the next hearing, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Letts, I see your attorney's coming in now.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
You're welcome. Good morning, Mr. Roll. Do you need to speak with the prosecutor?
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Roll. Do you need to speak with our prosecutor?
I do, if I may, please.
Jane?
Is it Jane or is it Karen? Because I spoke to
It's
her last
Jane.
time. Okay, Jane.
Jane, join your room and I'll put Mr. Roll in there.
Thank you.
Jane, join your waiting room.
Got it.
Go watch your cartoon. I'm almost done.
Miss Anderson, do we know if Miss Richards is coming back?
I do not. I'm happy to reach out to her. Nancy Richards?
Yeah, on Mr. Buckles.
I can reach out to her.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. It's set at 10, but thanks. Mr. Holmes, did you speak with an attorney this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oops, hold on one second. I'm going to mute you. Okay. Mr. Roll, are we ready in your case?
Yes, thank you.
What are we doing on it?
Holding.
We're gonna set for an exam? Okay. Do you
Yeah.
have all discovery?
I do not, but
Then we
I'll
can't,
just-
then we have to adjourn the PCC. We can't set it until you have all discovery.
Pat, I'm just gonna tell you on 4/13, we sent paper and digital, 4 videos to. Defense
Okay, then
Counsel.
I'm gonna say that we have them. Was it to Greg at rolllaw.com?
Just says to Attorney Roll. I didn't write. Yeah. Yeah, Greg at roll.com. I saw it down here, rolllaw.com.
That's me.
Look at 4/13 and you know my number, so just call me if you don't have them.
Okay, we're good.
People versus Fancy Let's. My understanding this is ready to be set for an exam.
Yes.
That's correct, Your
You're
Honor.
asking
For the
for a
record,
live exam, Mr. Roll?
no, whatever's better for you, Your Honor. I'm not. here
It's
to-
not better for me. I mean, most people are asking for exams to be live, but I don't have a preference. I can do it by Zoom or live. I don't have a
I
preference.
just do it via Zoom. It would be more convenient for my client as well.
That's fine. We'll do a Zoom exam at 12:15 on June the 22nd.
Yeah, I only have one officer, so that should be easy. June the what, 22nd?
June the 22nd at 12:15.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Your Honor, for
All
your time.
right, you're welcome. Have a great day.
Yep, good job.
Mr. Bitar, are we ready?
Yes. Ms. Bailey here? Yep.
Which one first?
Keon Holmes.
What's the first one? I apologize, Mr. Bitar.
Keon Holmes.
People versus Keon Holmes.
Daniel Bitar on behalf of Mr. Holmes, Your Honor.
And Bryn Bailey on behalf of the people.
What are we doing with this?
Judge, this was an OWI case that was scheduled for trial, then the pandemic hit, and it's now set for a pretrial. The trial has never happened. I'm new to the case. I need to get some discovery, so I'm asking for a pretrial, final pretrial, I guess.
I don't have her number, man.
How much time do you need?
Do you have it?
Before the final pretrial, I guess I would leave that up to Miss Bailey as to when she could get me the discovery.
Depending on, let me see if I have it currently uploaded to evidence.com, then a week.
We'll
to
do
2
it
weeks
next
would be-
week then. Mr. Bitar, does that work for you, May the 25th?
Yeah, Judge, I'm your house counsel that day.
Okay, Michelle, give him a date, a time.
Sorry, 9:45.
Do you understand, Mr. Holmes? We'll see you back in front of me next Wednesday at 9:45, okay? You're muted, but you're good. You're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Mr. Holmes, I'll
All right.
contact you if I get any information before then, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Any
You're
other cases right now, Mr. Bitar?
Daryl Kennedy, same situation, Judge.
People versus Daryl Kennedy, same situation that you need. Can we do it in a week also?
Yes, Daniel, on behalf of Mr. Kennedy. I'm sorry, Bryn, were you going to say something?
We can try. I might have paper on him. Is it a domestic from 2020?
No, it's a drunk driving
OWI again, same thing.
from September of 19.
We can try to do it in a week. I will endeavor to locate the file and all of the discovery.
Let's do that. May the 25th, same time, Michelle?
10:30.
At 10:30. Do you understand, Mr. Kennedy? Did we lose him?
Yep.
Oh, there he
Yes,
is.
ma'am.
We'll see you next week at 10:30, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You're all set for today. Anything
Kennedy?
else, Mr. Batar?
No, Judge. Mr. Kennedy, I'll contact you if I have any information before then, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Good morning, Mr. McGrady.
Good morning. I'm here on Deidre Jackson.
Don't see Miss Jackson yet.
I just texted her, and I have a discovery question.
Do you want to talk to Jane? Okay.
Jane actually stepped out for just a minute, so I'll handle it.
Great.
Okay, you want to grab Mr. McGrady? Thank you.
Yeah, I'll go talk to Mr. Matt Grady.
Thank you.
Yep.
Good morning, Mr. Weinberg. Do you have your client with you?
I do not. I think he was attending by Zoom.
Okay. I don't
I
see
do
him
need
yet.
I do need a breakout with the prosecutor.
Okay, just a minute. She stepped out, so we'll wait a minute for her to come back.
Thank you.
Good morning, Miss Quick.
Good morning.
What are you here for?
I have Adam Carter for an exam this afternoon.
Yep.
And he just texted me that he has taken a at-home COVID test and came back with a positive result.
He's not on our docket today.
It's
I don't
June
have an exam
15th.
with Mr. Carter, Miss Quick. It's not me.
June 15th, Miss Quick.
Oh, we both thought it was today. Okay, well, that works out okay then, probably.
Well, that's good then.
Sorry, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Miller. Your client has been present. Do you need to speak with him?
Yes, please.
Okay. Mr. Vincent,
Yes, ma'am.
is there someone in there working the Zoom for you or?
Well, yes, an officer, but he's out of the.
That's
he's
okay.
out of the
I'm
room.
gonna move you. I'm gonna put you in a room with your attorney.
Okay.
Yes, it's hers next door.
It's hers, okay.
Okay. Whew.
Yep, I'm going to. I'm working on it. Miss Gillis, rejoin your breakout room, your waiting room. I'm going to put Mr. Weinberg in there, okay? Mr. McGrady, your client is logging in right now. Do you need to speak with her?
I think she's in a breakout room with the prosecutor.
Got it. Sorry. Thanks. Heather, you want to take Miss Jackson and get her information first?
Yep.
Ms. Democrady, your client just logged in, but she's right now speaking with our clerk to update her info. And as soon as she comes back, do you need to speak with her?
I do not.
Okay, what are we doing?
We're requesting to set an exam.
Okay, do we have all discovery?
No, well,
That's a trick question.
I have videos, but I didn't have the player, and APA Bailey just resent the link with the player, so I wasn't actually able to view any of the videos without the player. So we think we've solved the issue, but I can't 100% confirm that.
Okay, so you have discovery, you just need the equipment to play it, or the
Correct, yeah.
app. I gotcha. Okay.
Hey, Bryn, if you got a minute, can you meet me in your breakout room?
Yep.
Good morning, Mrs. Richards.
Good morning.
Welcome back. We have Mr. Buckles. He's in a breakout room. Do you need to speak with him?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will put you in there. And then good morning, Mr. Simon.
Good morning,
Which case are you here on?
Raymond Shearer.
Yep, got it right here. And I haven't seen, is Mr. Shearer with you?
No, he's not with me, and I'm
Okay.
a little surprised he's not on. I told him to be 10 minutes early, so he's got 2 minutes left.
Oh, that's okay. We'll wait.
Thank you.
Mr. Weinberg, are we ready on your case?
We are.
What are we doing on it?
We're going to ask for an adjourned PCC.
Okay, I can take care of that right now.
Okay.
Also, I'm sorry I didn't inform you on Mr. Shearer's case. That will just be a waiver.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Weinberg, I can do May 25th, June 1st, or June 8th.
We do June 8th.
Sure. At 8:45, or I can do 9:15.
8:45.
Okay. They'll be in front of Judge Martin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're all set. Mr. Good, we will send you a notice.
Mr.
Okay,
Good, I'll
thank
give you a
you.
call.
All right. Mr. McGrady, are we ready on Jackson? Or do you need to speak? You don't need to speak with her.
I do not need to speak with her, and yes, I believe
Okay.
we're in.
Okay.
People versus Deirdre Jackson. Ms. Gillis, same thing on this file. I could do it next week at 1 o'clock.
It's fine with me. I'm not here, so.
I mean, it's only police officers. Mr. Matt Grady, can you do it next week?
Just double checking my calendar, one moment, please. That works for me.
All right, Ms. Jackson, you're gonna appear live next week in front of me at 1 o'clock.
Ms. Jackson, can you take court?
Pardon?
Again.
Did you have a question, Ms. Jackson?
I was about to ask, does that mean that the court date is being moved to next week?
Yeah, it's gonna be, witnesses are gonna testify next week. Your attorney will be in contact with you and explain it, okay?
Recording in progress.
Emmanuel Paulson.
All right, you're all set, Ms. Jackson.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
And Your Honor, that was 1 p.m. on the 25th?
Correct.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Michelle?
Yes, sir.
The OWIs we just set for May 25th, did you classify those as final pre-trials? I just wanted to confirm that.
Sure.
I don't think Ms. Bailey has any objection to that. No.
Sure.
You say final pretrial for an OWI? I mean, we're not having witnesses appear, right?
It doesn't matter, Miss Gillis. You're not even going to be here next week, so we're all good.
Okay.
Mr. Bitar, which cases? Tell me, remind me of the case names.
Keon Holmes and Daryl Kennedy.
That's what I thought. Got it.
Jane is a zealous advocate for these OWI cases.
We're all good. Do you have anything else, Mr. Bitar?
And I'm just waiting. I'm your house
Okay.
counsel, so we're.
No, I know. I just didn't know if we had another one.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mr. Miller, are we ready in your case? I probably need to bring him out of the breakout room, huh?
Yes, Your Honor. I may need a breakout room with Miss Logan if she's the APA on it.
Let me find her. Where is she? It is Miss Logan.
Yeah.
She's been here. The attorney would like to have a breakout room with you on Vincent.
Okay.
Jane, can you meet me in your breakout room?
Yes.
Mr. Simon, that may be him that just logged in.
I think that may be
The
as
clerk
well.
the clerk's confirming his information.
Thank you. So sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. No, it's okay. Yep, that is him.
Thank you.
Heather, you can send Mr. Shearer back.
Yep, I am. I just wanted to get his name and get his information.
I know. Thank you.
Yep.
Mr. Simon, are we ready in your case?
Yes.
People versus Raymond Shearer.
Ms. Movizisian, you're muted.
Thank you. Sorry. Good morning, Your Honor. Sonam Movsisian on behalf of the people, P83923.
Your Honor, good morning. Joe Simon on behalf of Mr. Shearer, who appears only by telephone. Had an awful time trying to log in. Mr. Shearer,
That's
can you
okay.
state your name?
Raymond Shearer.
My understanding is this going to be a waiver.
That is correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Shearer, do you understand that by waiving by Zoom that you're giving up your rights to have testimony taken whereby the prosecution would have to prove probable cause that a crime was committed and probable cause to believe that you were involved in the commission of that crime?
Yes, ma'am.
The defendant and his attorney having consented by Zoom, I'll bind the defendant over. The arraignment on the information will take place 2 weeks from today on June the 1st at 9 a.m. and I'll continue the bond. Anything else, Mr. Simon?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything, Ms. Mosisian?
No, that's all. Thank you so much. I'm all set for the day as well. It was nice to see you, Judge.
All right, you too. Oh, actually, Ms. Mosisian, hold
Yes.
on just a minute. Mr. Simon, you're all set.
Thank you. Mr. Shearer, you can hang up and we'll follow up with you.
All right, thank
Do
you.
you have a breakout room, Ms. Mosisian?
Yes, of course. Oh,
Where
actually,
is
I
it?
don't think I've had one yet.
You do. You see, if you click down, is she
No,
go into your meeting room? Is she co-host or no?
no. She left and came back.
I made you a co-host.
Okay.
Go to your meeting room.
Mr. Miller, are you ready for me to bring your client back or do you need to speak to him again?
No, we're all set.
What are we doing?
Setting this for an exam and trying to work with my busy trial schedule and Miss Logan's very busy trial schedule.
Okay, and then we have to have him brought here, correct?
Yes, we'll need him written out from Ionia.
So did you see where she went?
Yeah, I thought I did the same, but it's
Can you do it? Oh, okay. Let me bring him back. Mr. Vincent, it'll be just 1 minute. We just have to set it for a hearing and I need the judge, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Dan, I just gave you somebody.
Sorry about that. People versus Lionel Vincent.
Good morning, LaDonna Logan on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jay Grant Miller, P58658 on behalf of Mr. Vincent.
I have this is ready for an exam.
It is, Your Honor. There are some issues with discovery that I spoke with Miss Logan. I'm going to get her a hard drive next week so I can make sure I have all the materials for the exam.
Okay, how many witnesses are we talking about?
No more than 5, but probably 4.
June the 8th at 9 a.m.
I will be in the middle of a homicide trial, Your Honor.
And I start a multi-day trial the day before, Your Honor.
June the 13th at 9 a.m.
I will still be in that homicide trial. I'm sorry.
That's okay. June how long is that trial going to go, Ms. Logan?
I should finish on the 13th. I have another exam on the 14th, but after that, I have no exams the rest of that week.
The 15th at 9 a.m.
I could do that.
I can make that work, Your Honor.
All right, the 15th at 9 a.m. Any other issues?
My client is currently in Ionia, MDOC, so we just need to make sure he's booted out for that.
Yeah, I've got 2 people on here that are well aware.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that will be with Your Honor?
It is.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All
Your
right,
Honor.
you're all set. I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Take care.
You too.
Mr. Vincent, do you have somebody in there with you that can log you off or?
No, but yeah, I can get them.
That's okay. Yeah, tell them you're done and your next court date is June 15th at 9 a.m. and we'll send information to them.
Okay.
Ms. Richards, are we ready in your case?
Yes.
Dan Batar, did you get my messages?
Miss Richards, is that on Buckles?
I see it, Michelle. Thank you.
What are we doing?
I need to refer him for competency.
Let me grab him out.
Okay.
Where's he at?
Is that competency, excuse me, and criminal responsibility?
We could do both at the same time, yes.
He should be coming back now.
Is he out?
He is, Judge.
Heather, did you get good contact information for him?
I did. He's staying with his dad right now and his dad is on Zoom with him.
Oh, okay. Good morning, Mr. Buckles. We're going to do a referral to you to go talk to somebody and have them assess your ability to stand trial in this matter. Okay. So you're going to get a letter or contact. Heather, do you know how they contact? Do they do it by letter?
Yep, they'll send a letter to Mr. Buckles Senior's home address.
And they're going
to
give a date for him to go in for an interview. And then they'll give us a report and then we'll send it to your attorney and then we'll set another date. Okay. But it could be it could be a little bit. It could be a couple months. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, and if you have any questions, you can get a hold of your attorney, Miss Richards. Okay.
Okay. Can I have Mr. Richards' phone number again? I forgot.
You know, yeah. Can you chat it to him, Miss Richards, or do you want us to stick you back in a breakout room to talk to them again?
I got his phone number, so I will call him or
Okay.
text.
She's gonna call you or text you, and so you'll have it. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. You're all set.
Yeah, you too. Okay. Thanks.
There had been an offer on the table, but I'm not confident that Mr. Buckles understood the offer.
No,
or the-
I understand. I was already informed that there may be an issue, so your request didn't surprise me.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, yep, you're welcome. Have a good day. Miss Anderson on Tira Fiesel.
Fizel, she and I are in contact. I'm not sure what happened to her this morning. She and I talk all the time. She knew about today. If there's any way to waive her, we needed an adjourned PCC anyway.
Okay, well, how much time do you need?
It's just to get body cam, so I can't imagine that long.
1 week, 2 weeks?
Could we do 2 weeks? I'll already.
Yeah, that's fine. Michelle, June the 1st at what time?
9:30.
At 9:30, and that's with Judge Martin.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're all set. Have a great day.
As well.
And
Make sure there's nobody in the breakout.
There is, it's actually one of the victims is talking to Bryn.